Salute, family. This is Sergeant First Class Bennett, and you are watching Your Army Now. Every good hero needs theme music, so here's mine. I'll be right back.
Coming to you live from the NorCal studios in Sacramento, California, this is Your Army Now.
And we're back. Thank you for sticking around. We're in week 3. We're going strong. The show is slowly growing, but we needed to grow some more. We need to make sure that the information that we are giving and disseminating from this show gets out to the correct people, to the right people. So if you know someone out there who, a young man or a woman who's thinking about joining the Army, please tag them. Make sure you send them a link to this show. Bring them to us so that we can give them this information. We don't get anything out of it. It's for you. This information is for you and your young man or woman who wants to join the Army. So today is MOS Monday. What does MOS Monday mean? MOS is the way the Army says job. It means military occupational specialty. So it's MOS Monday. We're going to focus on a particular MOS today. We're going to talk about the motor transport operator, or 88 Mike. Some people may know it as a truck driver. That's going to be the job that we're going to focus on today. Also, we're going to show a video with a few soldiers that went through the alternate training program. It used to be called the split op. It means basically when you're a junior in high school, you get a leg up against your peers, which means your junior year, you go to basic training during the summertime, you come back, you do your senior year, and then after you graduate from high school, you go back and do your AIT, which is Advanced Individual Training, where you learn the job. So that's called the alternate training program. Used to be called the split op. So we're going to go to a quick commercial, and when we come back, we're going to show you some soldiers that went through basic training, and now they're back to talk about their MOSs. So let's do it. This is Your Army Now. And we're back. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. Okay, so like I said, this is MOS Monday, and we are focused on motor transport operator, which is 88 Mike, or for you civilians, truck driver. All right, so let's talk about it. One of the things that 88 Mikes are qualified for, they are eligible for the ACAS program. What is ACAS? You know, we Army soldiers, we love our acronyms. It means Army Civilian Acquired Skills Program, ACASP, ACASP, all right? So what is ACASP? Basically, it means that if you have experience in a particular job in the civilian world, when you come into the Army and you enlist, you can show your proficiency in that particular job. You will be designed, it is basically designed to grant accelerated rank. So you can go from E1 to E4. Go from private to specialist, and that's like as of January 1st of 2019, that's like a $500 difference, and that's a car note right there. So if you're eligible and you actually can make it into the 88 Mike program, you can actually make it to the ACAS program if you have this experience. So that's a good thing. All right. Also, let's talk about how long the 88 Mike school is. It's about 10 weeks long. It's about, you'll spend over 200 hours getting experience in all types of military vehicles. All right, so if you've driven a tractor trailer in the civilian world, that's nothing. I mean, you'll be able to learn how to drive everything from tanks to trucks to Humvees and everything in between. All right, so also, you'll also be trained on how to transport vehicles. You'll be able to prepare a whole entire motor pool of vehicles to be transported from one location to the other. All right. Also, our 88 Mike program, you'll have all types of benefits such as dental, medical. I don't know what type of truck jobs out there in the civilian world that can offer you all of this. You'll have that type of experience in the 88 Mike field. So this is a really good experience. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, find your local recruiter and walk in and talk about 88 Mike. It's called 88 Mike, all right, motor transport operator. How do you find your nearest recruiter? There's a few ways. One, you can go to goarmy.com. Goarmy.com, on the bottom, it just says find nearest recruiter. Click on that. It'll ask you for your zip code. You put in your zip code, and they will find you the nearest recruiter in your area. Also, you can go on. You can actually just Google it, and there's many different ways. But find your local recruiter, walk in, and say, look, I'm interested in this job. I want to know about the ACAS program. I want to know about the opportunities and benefits because I heard Sergeant Bennett talking about it, and I want to see if he's lying or not. All right? We live in an age where everything is Googleable. Yes, I made that word up. Googleable. You can Google everything I'm saying. Don't take my word for it. Research it. All right? So, yeah, I think I covered everything. You know, you could also find us on, jobs on Facebook. You can go on Instagram. Everything is available. Everything is on every platform. You know, there's no way for you to mess this up. All right? Anyway, so let's hit a commercial real quick. And when we come back, we're going to continue talking about MOS Mondays. And this is Your Army Now. We'll be right back.
Military occupational specialty, motor transport operator. This job is an important part of the Army's transportation logistics team, operating wheeled vehicles to transport cargo and personnel where they're needed. To do this, the Army will train you to operate medium and heavy tactical wheeled vehicles, both on and off the road. After you're assigned to a specific unit, you could receive additional training on the Army's multi-purpose vehicle, special unit off-terrain vehicle, or heavy equipment transporter. Your training will include operating vehicles in all kinds of terrain, in various types of weather, and under blackout conditions using night vision devices. Your training will emphasize safety as you operate the vehicles, including skid control, recovery accident procedures, and fires. You'll also train to identify and respond to international road signs, to recognize and use hand and arm signals that guide vehicles day or night, and to navigate using road, topographical, and strip maps. In addition, you'll train to secure and inspect loads, to ensure that all cargo is transported safely, and be taught vehicle maintenance inspection. You'll also train to prepare operator maintenance and accident forms, and how to perform as a dispatcher. After your initial entry training and advanced individual training, you'll work supporting Army operations day or night, where your duties may include operating wheeled vehicles over varied, rough terrain and roadways in either combat or non-combat support. You may oversee the proper loading of cargo onto various trucks and trailers. In addition, you may operate numerous types of materiel handling equipment and secure cargo against inclement weather, pilferage, or damage. Your duties may also include operating radios or other digital communications equipment, or vehicle-mounted weapons. You may also perform operator maintenance checks or vehicle self-recovery. Serving in this MOS can help you transition from the military to the civilian employment sector. The Army Transportation Team depends on motivated, conscientious drivers. So get behind the wheel in the military occupational specialty, motor transport operator.
Okay, so our next segment, we're going to go and jump right into it. We're not going to waste any time. All right, so we interviewed some seniors, right? So they actually were juniors at one time. They did our alternate training program, which used to be called the Split Op. It's not called the alternate training program. They went into basic training. They came back, did their senior year, and we got to interview them to talk about their MOSs, right? And actually, one of them is an 88 Mike as well. So we'll get to see that person talk about their job. And then they're going to do their advanced individual training once they graduate from high school. So let's jump right into that. And this is Your Army Now.
Brandon Small, and I go to Millennium Charter School.
I'm Private Colton West. I go to Kimball High School.
I'm Private Miller. I go to Fred C. Beyer High in Modesto.
88 Mike, Transportation Specialist.
My MOS is 74 Delta, a Seaburn, Chemical, Biological, Radiological, and Nuclear Specialist.
My MOS is which is Carpentry and Masonry. When I left for basic training, I kind of figured that it was going to be difficult. Like, I expected the drill sergeants to be hard and getting yelled at and all the PT and everything. So when we got there and our first 2 weeks was more of a classroom setting, it kind of caught me by surprise because I figured once you got there, you'd get straight into everything. So we didn't really do our training until week 3.
It's stressful. It's a lot of mental capacity, a lot of mental stress, but it's easy to overcome. You just got to keep a level head and be able to rebound from everything.
Basic training, just every day there was something new that we would go and do, and there was never downtime, and I always looked at that as fun and like new opportunities to learn. So I like that, because I don't really like to just sit around and do nothing.
They weren't aware of it until I had joined and started talking about it, and especially me coming back, everyone's been asking me a lot of questions, and a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing, like I really wish I could have done that too.
Yeah.
So I'm now trying to like make it known to the underclassmen, the sophomores and juniors now, like, hey, if you guys want to do this, like this is an option for you.
Well, my dad was actually excited because I didn't really know what I wanted to do in life, and this was a good opportunity for me to open my eyes and see the world. And my mom was worried, but she thought it was a good decision because I would come back to senior year, finish off school, and then go back out there and go to college.
My mom was crazy happy about it. She was nervous. I was nervous. Everybody was nervous, but she was excited. Almost, I think, more than I was.
Definitely. When it came to the PT and the PT testing, that's where it really got me, because I went in and I could barely do push-ups. So I was really scared that by the end I still wouldn't be able to like complete it and all of that, because a lot of my battle buddies were really struggling to get through it too. So it just kind of stuck in my head throughout the whole time.
It's actually better than I thought.
Really?
Yeah, before I thought I would come back and I'd be stressed with all the homework and everything I have piled on top of me along with the Army, but it's actually calmed me down, and it's nothing compared to the situations I was at during the summer, so it was a lot more relaxing when I got back.
That would be my senior drill sergeant. His senior drill sergeant Hoppy. He had a certain mentality, respect. It demanded respect, and it showed power. And you just wanted to follow this man to the end of the earth. He was everything I expected and more. You meet a lot of friends, and the friends become family. It becomes something special almost. There's a lot of people that I'll remember, and there's a few that I still keep in contact with. Private Wells, you're at AIT right now. Still probably bald and ugly. Keep your head up, man.
Private Ventura, I hope you're doing good.
Hi Long, I love you and I miss you.
We're out here in Folsom, doing some nice little trails with the future soldiers out there. I think they're doing pretty good.
There you go. Hurry up the hill. Let's go.
All right. How'd that feel? Unknot each other without releasing your hands.
All right, let's keep this moving. We're going to jump directly into the next segment. We're going to talk about the PAYS program. Yes, it's an acronym, PAYS. It stands for Partnership for Youth Success Program. And what this is the Army has a contract with a partnership with multiple Fortune 500 companies. And when a soldier sits in the recruiter's seat, their job pops up. And along with these particular jobs are a list of companies that the soldiers can choose from in which they want to interview with those companies, right? So you can choose 2 of those companies from the list that's provided, and we can guarantee and put it into your contract that you will be able to interview with 2 of those companies. Now, once you get in this door, we can't control what happens. It's up to you to actually get the job and to represent yourself properly, all right? So that's what the PAYS program is. And so down in the comment section below, we're gonna, we're gonna attach a link to our PAYS representative. his name is Corin Manning Gillens. All right, so if you want to know more about the PACE program, connect with Mr. Gillens, and so we're going to put it down in the link. Also, we're going to, you can also find out more about the PACE program at www.armypace.com. All right, armypace.com. All right, so, and so with the 88 mic job, right? There's a list. I'm not going to read off all the companies that you see here, but you can put in a MOS when you go to the Army PACE program. Put in different MOS, and then you can also see, and you just click the PACE program button and see the list of companies that goes along with these MOSs. All right. So now, now that you get a look at the power of these programs, you know, I think that you can see what we're saying here. I mean, you need to just keep it moving, you know? Anyway, so tomorrow's show, let's talk about tomorrow's show. How many of you out there are into gaming, all right? I'm going to be out in the streets getting some work done. So tomorrow our host will be Sergeant Neves, and we're going to be talking about gaming, Army gaming tomorrow, all right? So you should come on back. If you're into gaming, come on back and you're going to enjoy what we got in store for you tomorrow. All right, so Sergeant Neves will be sitting in the seat. This is Sergeant Bennett, and this is your Army Now. Salute, fam. Be good to each other. See you tomorrow. Peace.